An easy way to add numbers together is to use a number line. First of all, let's remind ourselves of the important rule when we're adding. When we add numbers together, we must always remember that our answer is always going to be larger than the numbers we started with. Okay, let's start with a nice easy question. Let's think if we wanted to work out 4 add 2. You can use a printed number line or you can draw one for yourself. So we're going to start at the number 4 and we're going to add 2. So let's find number 4 on the number line. There it is. And what we're going to do, we're going to add 2. So we're going to move along 2 spaces on the number line. So 1, 2. And we can see we've ended up at the answer 6. So we know that the answer 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, let's try with a larger number. So this time we're going to do 22 plus 6. Now, because we're going to be adding larger numbers, we need a slightly larger number line. So, as we did before, we're going to start at the number 22, and then we're going to add 6 to it. So, let's find 22 on the number line. There it is. And we're going to add and move along 6 spaces. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've ended up at 28. So we know that the answer to 22 plus 6 is 28. Okay, let's try another question. This time we're going to do 29 add 12. So remember, we need to start on the 29 and then we're going to add 12 more to it. So let's start by finding 29 on the number line. There it is. Now we're going to add 12, so we're going to count along 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we've ended on the number 41, so we know that 29 plus 12 is 41. Now, if we wanted to add up larger numbers, that could take us quite a long time if we're just adding one at a time. So I'm going to show you a slightly quicker way. And this method gets you to use your own number line. You're actually going to draw your own number line. Okay, so let's think about the question 45 add 22. Now, we don't really want to count along one at a time. If we're adding 22, that's going to take us a bit of a while. So let's try a slightly different method. Now, because my question asks me to add 45 and 22, my number line is going to need to start at 45 at least. So I'm going to draw my own number line, just a straight line, and 45 is going to go at the beginning. Now, I need to add 22. Let's think about that number 22. Rather than adding 22 one at a time, let's think of a slightly easier way. Now, what we can do is we can partition the number 22, and we can partition it into its tens and its units. Now, we know that the number 22 has 2 tens and 2 units. Now, 2 tens, another way of saying 2 tens, is saying 20. So we've got 20 and we've got 2. So let's see if that makes it a little bit easier. So first of all, I've got my 45 and I want to add the 20. And I can just count up in 10. So let's count up in 1 10. So from 45 plus 10, we know that's going to be 55. And then from 55, add another 10. That's going to be 65. So I've added 1 10 here and I've added another 10 here. Now I need to add the 2. So from 65, 1 will take me to 66, and another one will take me to 67 because I've added 1 and I've added another 1. Now let's just check that I have actually added the right amount. I've got 10, 10 is 20, and 1 is 2. And I've ended up at 67, so I know that 45 plus 22 is 67. Okay, let's look at another question. This time, let's think about adding 45, add 13. And we want to do this by drawing our own number line. So let's draw a number line. And remember, we want to start with the first number, which is 45. And let's write that at the start of our number line. Now, we're going to be adding 13. Now, remember what we talked about before, that we could count up one at a time until we got to 13, but that takes us a while. There's a quicker way to do it. So we think about the number 13, and we think, what is the number 13 made up of? Well, we know that we can split it into tens and units, and we can see that it's made up of 1 10 and 3 units. So the number 13, we can add a 10 and we can add a 3. So let's do that. We're going to add our 10 first of all. So starting at 45, we're going to make one jump of 10. It's our first jump now. 45 add 10 is 55. We can see that the tens number is the one that's changed there. Now, from here, we're going to add our jump of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 55, we then got 56, 57, 58. So we've added 3 here, and we can see that 45 add 13 gives us 58. So our answer is 58. Okay, now you're going to try one on your own. So I'm going to give you the question, and then you can pause the video and have a try at drawing your own number line. Let's try 32, and we're going to add 14. So you're going to work out 32 add 14 by drawing your own number line. Have a try now. Okay, have you paused and had a try? Let's see how you did. Okay, so we're going to draw a number line that starts with the number 32. So a very rough number line, starting with the number 32, and we're going to add 14. Now, remember from before, it's easier if we can partition this number, so we know that the number 14 is made up of 1 10 and 4 units, so that's like doing a 10 and a 4. So let's add those to our number line. So hopefully you started at your 32 and you added 1 10, which will take you to 42, and then you added 4. Now you can do that in one jump if you feel comfortable, or just 4 separate jumps. So 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and we've ended up at 46. So we know that the answer to 32 plus 14 is 46. Okay, hopefully you're feeling confident now. I'm going to give you a few more questions that you can practice yourself. If you made any mistakes, go back and have a look at the video again and just remind yourself of the steps. Okay, so you can pause the video now and have a try at these 4 questions, and then when you're ready you can press play again and I'll give you the answers. Good luck. Okay, how did you find that? Let's have a look at the answers and see whether you answered them correctly. So, question 1, 27 add 15. The answer is 42. Question 2, 38 plus 14. The answer is 52. Question 3, 42 add 16. The answer is 58. And the last question, 53 add 21 is 74. Well done.